Hello everyone, very good afternoon to all the IAS aspirants. Welcome to Civil Service Gurukul. Today we will be having a short discussion on the risk and return relationship of the financial management paper of Commerce Optional UPSC IAS exams. Risk and return both are inversely proportionate to each other. Higher the risk, higher the return. It is directly proportional. The more the risk, the more the return will be, and if the risk is less, the return will be less. As simple as that. As you can see from both the graphs on this slide, the line which is moving upward is slightly straight. It is moving in a straight direction. And no risk. RF is the point where there is no risk. It is known as the risk-free rate, as we have studied in the CAPM model. So basically, beta denotes the risk, as we have already discussed in CAPM. Beta is the risk of the market, RF is the risk-free rate. At this rate there is no risk, zero risk. And if we move on with the risk, the return also increases, as we can see in this slide. On the x-axis is the beta, y-axis denotes the rate of return. So the higher the risk, the higher the return. As the line moves on, it is low risk, then becomes the average risk. When we move on the line which is known as the security market line, if we move on that line, so basically when we purchase more high risk securities, then the return will be also high in that case. So first is low risk, then we move on above the security market line towards the more risky areas, then our return will also increase gradually, going to average risk and high risk. That is the point. And again, while taking example, we can say that there are securities like government bonds are risk free, so they will be on the intersection between the red line and the return line, the y-axis. Moving forward, bank deposit are lower risk, they are no risk free, they are at a lower risk. Government bonds are risk free, then bank deposit lower risk. Moving on to the public sector bonds, a bit riskier than the bank deposit. Then the corporate bonds, even more risky than the other two. Then moving to mutual funds, risk increases gradually. Moving to equity, very risky. And the venture funds are the highest risk bearing funds, because the venture capitalists, while investing their money in the startups, work on a escape velocity basis. It means escape velocity means they will try to earn more and more than they have invested, and they will then leave that startup. They will invest around 100 crores, suppose, in a series of funding, and they will try to get the return of 1000 crores, because I have said earlier, higher the risk, higher the return. So by investing 100 crores, they want to get back 1000 crores, and then they will leave that startup and move on to the other startup. This is known as escape velocity. So that is mainly basically the risk and return relationship, which is directly proportionate to each other. Higher the risk, higher the return. Lower the risk, lower the return. Simple as that. So for more details, you can visit our website civilservicegurukul.com, or you can also join our guidance program or test series if you need any assistance in your preparation. Our motto is very clear: to guide the IAS aspirants to come out with flying colors. All the very best. Hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you so much. Hope you all come out with flying colors. Thank you.